In today's episode, we take on one of Queensland's most iconic camping destinations, Moreton Island, filled with crystal clear water, endless sand dunes, and some beautiful camp spots. Our adventure kicks us off at the Port of Brisbane. With tyres aired down and spirits high, we rolled onto the Meerkat Ferry, our gateway to paradise. In no time, we were gliding across the waters of Moreton Bay, bound for the beauty of Moreton Island. So, we just got off the Meerkat barge, and we're going to go find a camp now. Our first camp spot for the 3 days, we're camping at Northwest Zone, which is on the same side as the Tangalooma wrecks, so pretty much for the first 3 days. Plan is a bit of fishing, a bit of beers, a couple of wrecks, sand dunes. Let's go find a camp, eh? Joining us on this trip, Andy in his GQ Patrol, Leslie rolling his trusty 80 series, Josh in another GQ Patrol, Caleb aka Big Leb in his GU Patrol, Zach also behind the wheel of his 80 series, and of course myself in the 80. And with no time, we found a ripper of a camp spot on the Northwest Zone. We're going to set up my camp right here in the fastest way possible. Let's go. Oh, there you go. Well, that's camp set up. Probably took me about 30 seconds. Pretty good, actually. I'm actually quite impressed. So, plan is now, beers, rods, beers. So we'll get to it. Here we are, first night. Few bevies, few fishing rods, few beers. Years ago at Morton, the government sunk 15 ships, which created an artificial reef, which is a massive attraction called Tangalooma wrecks. With our campsite being so close to the wrecks, it attracts fish, even the big brutes like sharks. And we were lucky enough to see one on the first day. Being the first night, we wanted to take it easy and relax, so we cooked up some dinner, sat by the fire, watched the footy, and Australia's best show, the Big Les Show. Well, we woke up the next morning to some strong westerlies, which was blowing straight to our side of camp. So we all decided to bugger off and cut through the eastern side of the island to escape the wind, and relax there for the day to see what was on offer. Oh, wow, that was a bit soft coming in, didn't really get a good entrance. Well, this is Middle Road. They call it Middle Road because it cuts straight through the middle of the island. So we're going to head through here, head to the other side of the island where it should be a lot calmer away from the wind. Go check out some of the bunkers here. There's a few lakes we want to go to, Blue Lagoon. So hopefully we'll find something. I'm not as commonly known with Morton as I am to Fraser, but we're pretty much just doing a bit of exploring for the first couple of days and just seeing what's around. You can see the water. Holy smokes, boys, we are in for a treat. This is mint over here.
Holy what the f*** is that blue water, mate? And another month's wind, mate. This is fucking beaches better than China. I got a couple of wheel bearings in here and a couple of fucking blue eyes. They're all just showing up your ass.
What do you reckon, boys?
Pretty good, mate.
It's unreal.
Honestly. This side's way better than the other side.
Yeah.
It's choppy as over there.
Not blowing a gale.
Nah. It's good being on like a new place. Morton Island.
It is super nice out here. Eastern side is putting on a bit of a show. With a beautiful day ahead of us, we decided to shoot up to the Blue Lagoon, located at the northern tip of the island. However, a little water crossing challenge was ahead of us, which was definitely a test for the boys without a snorkel. Dinner. Just to be safe and to save a hydrolocked motor, the boys without a snorkel got a dead snatchy through the water crossing. Always better be safe than sorry, eh?
They reckon there's something down here, but we'll see.
We'll have a look at it and find it. Oh, I can see water.
Oh, there is something.
Well, this is Blue Lagoon. Wasn't much of blue happening, but it was a great spot. Also was a nice opportunity for those smelly campers to have a shower and freshen up.
What are we doing? So, we've just come back from the lagoon after a big water crossing, cooking a bit of lunch. Got some sausages going. Oh, look at the steam. Sausages, mate. Oh, couple of hot snacks.
It was time to soak up the hot sun, wet a few lines and kick the footy.
After a game of a bit of kick the footy, there's nothing better than taking a shower and run into the ocean. But you can't get better than that. Look at that. Oh. Absolutely beautiful.
Maybe clear.
You what?
The northern tip of Moreton Island is a paradise. Such a ripper spot I'd highly recommend checking out. Especially on a day like it was, where we're completely protected from the wind.
Well, first fish of the trip.
Durry.
A little dart. Not a durry. A dart. And that's going to be shark bait tonight. Have a kiss go. So, because we're going to use him for shark bait tonight, and I don't want him to run all his goodness of juices all around my car. Okay. And then it'll be ready to go nice and fresh for tonight's shark bait, which is the plan. Look at this. What even is that?
Dinner is served.
Well, with 2 dart on the chopping block, we headed up to the lighthouse just around the corner.
Welcome.
The Cape Morton Lighthouse was the first one built in Queensland, and it was lit for the first time in 1857. The views at the top of the lighthouse was something else. So, we had our quick photo taken and headed back to camp, but we decided to head through the inland track to get a better view of the island, which took us out to the northwest point of Morton Island. And boy, was it worth it.
We've been swinging and missing. It ain't broke yet, but damn, it needs fixing. Been a while since you kissed, felt like kissing. It's just different. We've been talking about forever since we've been together. Something about a ring makes you think we're better off with all this, but we're caught in between a rock and a hard place. Red wine and mistakes, tears rolling down your face. When I walked out that door, that's when I lost it. Midnight in Austin, damn, I'm exhausted. What the hell's this all for? Is this where it meant?
After a very windy night and a little bit of mucking around, we shut up to Tangalooma Wrecks the next morning for breakfast. We decided not to go for a snorkel with the wind still up and water like ice, but you know a rod or two was out.
I was left to my own devices.
In the 1960s, locals on Morton Island requested a harbour to protect small boats from rough currents. Instead of building a traditional harbour, the government got 15 old ships to form a breakwater. The vessels were sunk in 3 different phases, 5 in 1963, 5 in the 1970s, and 5 in the 1980s, creating the iconic Tangalooma Wrecks.
You're on something big, mate. This is huge. What do you got?
Boy, someone hold me back.
Hold it up, mate. Hold it up.
So, we're currently heading through the inland track to get to the gutter bar. It's a little bit soft. I'm not going to point any names, but Big Leb did get stuck, and he's got the lightest car out of all of us. What happened there, Big Leb? Couldn't handle it. Can't keep up with the big boys. Spectacular. A bit hot.
we thought, we didn't think, I knew that we couldn't get through here at high tide, and it's nearly about high tide. And the boys are like, yeah, nah, we'll send it. Anyway, look where we are now. Andy's cooking his TD. The 80 series are up in front trying to carry the rest of the pack. It's just ridiculous. So, who knows what's going to happen here, but hopefully we can still get around. We've still got to get around the other lip. And look what we found ourselves here. You little beauty. Aha. Couple of sand dunes, mate. Couple of tobogs. We are on here, boys.
Well, we just couldn't help ourselves, could we? At the top of the big sand hills gave you an awesome view straight back over to Brisbane City in the distance. But after a little muck around, we continued our journey to the gutter bar and of course had to make a cheeky stop in at the Oyster Shack.
Here she is. The old gutter bar.
Mate, these are wet.
Maxi Bond, mate.
Can't beat the original, mate, honestly. But you know what's more important is the 4X gun. Dessert. Not bad at all, mate. Not bad.
After a ripping lunch, it was time to make the trek back to camp.
I'm on my way from misery to happiness to thee. I'm on my way from misery to happiness to thee.
Right, so we're back at camp now, and what we're going to be doing, it's a beautiful day out. Look at how flat this water is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the shark lines out. That's my hook there. So we're going to chuck a whole dart on it from yesterday's catch.
And then we're going to try a different hook, about a medium, and about half a dart.
She's a bit frozen, so we got to get the axe.
So you go like optimise here, mate.
Andy's bonnet.
Oh,
there we go. That's a good size. Yeah, that headpiece, brilliant. Oh, hold it.
Well, Andy was called up first on the kayak to take the bait out, and with a few bust-ups out there, it didn't take long to get the first hit.
That just went. It's just gone wild.
What's the big ass thing right now? Yeah.
Bro, that like full studs have got it.
Oh.
Wow.
That's the end of that. I think it might have been a stingray.
Like dragging it.
Quickly rig it up again and I'll take it.
Unlucky, eh?
Can't win them all, eh, boys?
That's the one.
What do we think, Mr. Lucas?
Stop harassing me. Stop harassing me. He had a big hit, went psst, and then he stopped. And then I was pulling him in, the line snapped, so I'm re-rigging it up and hopefully we can get one out right now. Because obviously there's something out there, but anyway, what can you do, eh?
Yeah.
We'll get back at it again. Right, so today on the tracks, Caleb and his TD was holding us up all day. He was getting bogged, causing a mischief on the hills, so he deserves a punishment. Got a little treat for him here. Plan is, get her across, see where it hits him.
As if you got that in. Look what you're going and done.
I could have stitched that up with fishing line.
Come give your car a hand. Don't let it happen again.
What do we got here, eh, mate?
Finally on.
We got something, eh? Another one?
Something to eat. Something to keep the family at home. The kids.
What do we got going on out here?
Wait, Caleb, wind your line in. Caleb, wind your line in.
Do I want mine? Oh, no.
Did it come off?
No, it came off.
Oh.
So, look at this.
Teeth marks.
Teeth marks, mate. All through it.
Oh,
So
there's actually like a lot of teeth there.
We'll try and get a new piece out, and then we'll get back out there, boys.
Half a fish.
Well, Leslie hopped back in the kayak again to take out another piece of dart. Unfortunately, no hits, so we packed it up for the night. The next morning, it was time to move camp further up the island, so we drove back up the northern point of the island to do a little bit more exploring.
Here we have a wild TikToker in action. Look at this bloke. What an idiot. Who on earth would spend time doing that? Shocking.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim. Trouble that can't be named. A tiger's waiting to be tamed, singing.
Welcome back, guys. So what's currently going on here is you got all the fellas over here. They're getting the old shark baits out at the moment.
Well, we're going around too, mate. We had a big hit last night, so we're going to come again. That's the plan. As you can see, we've got a bit of a storm coming as well, which is not too good. We thought, you know what, mate, you're only here at Morton a few times in your life, so you may as well get the most of it. You know, I can sleep at home when it's raining, but not now. But anyway. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at our second camp spot, and I tell you what, have a look at this. We're in for a bit of a rough ride in the next couple of hours. Bit of rain's coming our way. They reckon it's only about 20 mil, but look, you don't trust the news. I mean, I'm on Willy Willow, which is pretty accurate. Anyway, we're still keen, and we've still got the shark rods out, of course. But everyone's tucked in back at camp. So everyone has got their gazebos, awnings, all out, preparing for this rain. What do you reckon, boys? Ready to cop it?
Ready. I don't think we'll get too wet.
So we got the fire cranking and had to sort out what was for dinner.
So the weather's putting it down for us. It's been raining, no fish.
Terrible.
We've got some 420 meat pies, a couple of potatoes. Gonna cook it up for dinner.
You beauty, mate.
Wow.
Don't get much better.
Right, so after last night's fishing episode, we had a few good hits actually. Caleb and his wire trace, he had an 80-pound wire trace, that got clean snapped off. Anyway, we had a little bit of rain overnight. Nothing too crazy, just a few drops here and there. And it's a bit of an overcast day, if you can see at the front here. You know, because we're camping at the top of the island, around the side here near the cape, the idea of it is that there's supposed to be good mackie, tuna, that all sort of run around the tip of the island up to the cape. So we're heading up this morning. It's about 9 o'clock, and we're going to go find a gutter to try and get some tailor in, or some dart, some more shark bait, and then we'll sort of try and follow where the mackie are chasing, and going to chase them and see if we can get a few. But that's today's plan. Today is pretty much a dedicated fishing day, so we'll just see how many we can get. But the plan is to find a gutter.
Well, a nice gutter was found, however, still no luck on the fishing front. The only thing caught was this angry fisherman. All bark, no bite.
Righto, so we tried the first gutter, no luck. So we're moving up to the rocks, which is up the tip of the island, away from the green zone, because there is a green zone up there. It is low tide, so we're going to come back to that gutter at high tide, where there should be a bit of tailor, a bit more action, but yeah, so we're moving up to the top near the rocks. Rightio boys, so we are back at the guttering hole. Hopefully, trying to get a few tailor, dart, whatever we can grab. Maybe a stingray, maybe a little bust up.
Yeah, a couple of nibbles hopefully. It's looking a bit overfished over here. Looks a bit buggered.
Yeah.
It's a bit out of yarn, but see how she goes.
Yeah, you know, what can you do in these sort of situations?
Right at the moment, we're trying to catch some bait for tonight for the shark fish. We've got a few legal sized whiting in the bucket, a few liveys.
Well, with a couple of whiting, we thank you then for being a sacrifice for live bait and headed back to camp.
So, this is round, I think it's round 3 now, or round 4.
Trying to go for some big fish.
Trying to get big fish, and we got some liveys today with the cast net.
Yep, good. Yep.
Here we go, boys, we are on. Another heaper. Got a fair bit of line on this old girl. It's going to be a bit of a fight. Hey, let's see if this true myth of catching a fish is actually real. The canoe's gone down.
What's that line, buddy?
Les has jumped in. They sunk the canoe. But, nonetheless, the rods are out. And that's all that matters.
Oh, that's actually on.
Starting to get a little bit of rain.
Oh, that's actually up, man.
Liveys, mate, they're the way to go, eh?
Try there.
It's a snapper. It's a snapper.
Holy
No way.
Big one.
Oh, what the hell?
No
What a dog.
way.
What a treat, mate. Grab it. Yes, boy, well done.
That's not bad, eh? Now it's on 0.
65.
It's not a shark, but I'll take it. It's the first fish of the trip.
Well, that's
mate.
good.
We haven't caught much all trip, but at least
Liveys,
it's
mate. Liveys. Liveys.
Liveys. Way to go, mate.
Liveys.
Oh, look at that scale, mate.
Good little dog.
Quietly just scaling it.
Get buggered.
It's disgusting. You shouldn't be treating wildlife like that at all. You should respect it and treat it as your own.
Even after it's dead.
Even after it's dead, mate. This is disgusting. Look at this. Look at this.
That's shark bait. Oh,
After today's catch, what's your thoughts?
Holy. He's not the one who caught the fish, mate. I'm the one who caught the snapper. Cut it in half, chuck 2 bits in the shark rod, and I'm still waiting.
Well, we've woken up again to another beautiful day. There's a rumour on this island right now that PowerFish, the one and only, the big dog himself, the big floody hole, is on this island. So, today's mission is to go find him and catch a bust up with him. So, I think he's on the eastern side of the island, which is where we're going anyway, because I think for the next 4 days we're camping over the eastern side, which will be good for Taylor. Hopefully get some more fish, because we haven't really got too much over this side.
So we shot off to our next campsite at Northeast Camp Zone, which was my favourite campsite of the trip.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been.
Well, it's our first night here at camp on the eastern side. A couple of spag bowls. Boys have got the fire going over there. Fishing was a bit unsuccessful today. Andy got a whiting, but that's about it. So we're a bit behind on the fish, but nonetheless, we're still out, still trying to catch them. So when you're cooking any sort of meats, a little piece of advice that I've got for you, mate, Texan barbecue rub does the job. Any meats, steak, mince, whatever you've got, mate. This thing pretty much is a well-rounded mix-up, just about for anything. Shark this bad boy on. My boy Will likes it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's how she does, mate. That's so good. So, any meats, mate. Texan kicking barbecue rub. I think it's your Woolies, your Coles, probably your Costco. It's a good feast. Let's try this dog. Oh, mate. Texan barbecue rub. It just makes everything. I'll tell you what. Oh.
Well, with some delicious dinner, we headed to bed, ready for tomorrow.
We're heading down the southern end of the island. Gonna have lunch down there, gonna go for a cruise, just waiting for everyone to come out of camp. I found the dunny!
Well, the dunny wasn't the only thing we found. As we were driving down the beach, we saw a familiar face drive past us.
We found the PowerFish. We've just driven past him. I must get on my mask. PowerFish! I'm coming for you, mate. I'm coming up on the fish here, boys. I'm coming up on him.
They're mucking around with dingoes.
Well, after meeting the PowerFish, he's let us know of his little secret floody hole. We call it PowerFish's gutter. He's let us know there are tailor catching up the top end of this island around this bend near a tree. So let's see if the PowerFish's gutter is going to provide for us tailor. But no, it's actually a really nice bloke, eh? Actually, that's really nice. But he's a good bloke. Seemed like a bit of a legend. I had showed him my mask. I said bust up to him. So I've really just got everything I wanted in life now, really. Just a legend, that bloke. After an unsuccessful day fishing at the PowerFish's gutter hole, we decided to sit back and relax for the afternoon. I definitely thought we'd be catching more fish than what we did on this trip. Got about 2 days left. I've had the drone up as well, trying to see what's around. Can't see too much. But look, the weather has turned it up here. It's a beautiful sunny day, nice and crisp. The wind's died down. Over on this side, because you're on the eastern side, you're pretty much in open water. So straight out from here is pretty much Vanuatu, and then you got New Zealand down the bottom there. So all this is open water. So normally it's quite windy on this side, but we thought we'd risk it just to see what's the crack on over here. But yeah, no, the weather's really put it on for us, so happy days for that. Well, a bit of an update. Andy Bull bloody found this gutter. I've lost my lure, but that's all right. We're gonna try out some pillies, is the plan. But Taylor here, Andy Bull, mate. You finished the drought. Good size too. So another unsuccessful day of fishing for myself. What's up, dude? Tomorrow's the day. I'm feeling it. I've still got my rods out. Andy's satisfied. He seems to be the real competition.
Well,
apparently.
I haven't got a decent snapper, so. What have we got? 2 dark, a couple whiting.
Don't mind that fella. He's never fished in his life. But anyway, tomorrow's going to be on. I can already feel it. Bugger the fishing. I've had enough for today. We're going to crack out again tomorrow. So I'm going to pack the thing up in camp, get dinner going, have a fire, a couple of beers. But I'm fed up. The fishing is buggered. They've pinged off. They've gone to Bribey Island for the weekend probably, but they're all on holidays, I think. So we'll pack it up. Later.
Some effort, so I'd rather ride it out for better weather. Together between a rock and a hard place.
Well, while the boys are keen to watch footy, we're hooking up dinner. So tonight we're rocking with a, what is this, beef black Angus steak, rump, eggs, with a bit of pasta. Well, I think it's time to kick back, eat dinner, and watch the footy. Right, so because it's the last full day, we haven't had too much successful fishing apart from a couple of tailor, dart.
Yeah, he's like fishing and I'm bloody carrying the kayak. Someone tell me how this adds up. This bloody joke. Oh, that's a bit point out.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's just
Morning moods. So what we're going to do, we got the bonito here. We're going to drop her out, see if we can get a mackie. We saw a fair few mackie out there on the drone the other day, so hopefully we can drop it past the break, we'll be on. But the trick is, we've got to get it past the break in the canoe, which is going to be a bit tricky.
yeah, a little bit.
I'm taking them up with the team. Hot tip Tuesday. It's actually Thursday, but anyway, when you're putting in a rod holder, what you can actually do to get it down further is you suck in, which obviously brings it down, brings all the pressure up. Watch this. There's a hot tip for you. That was beautiful. Well, mate, if we don't get something on now, there's something wrong, but there's a heap of tailor out there. So it's about 11:30, still no luck. We've got one rod out. The boys of Andy and Caleb are going up to try and shoot for some whiting so we can get some liveys on there. We're going to go for the search for pippies, try and get some whiting. The trickiest liveys, mate, natural. Bugger tweed bait, bugger California squid, fresh. Fresh bait is what you're looking for. But trying to find pippies is the problem. There's not too many of them around. But anyway, the rods are out. We're waiting patiently for one of them to go. And you could get anything off here. Righto, so no hits so far, but we're heading out again. Hopefully get something decent. Let's have a talk to Big Leb. He's never been out in the water this deep. He was like, all trip, he's like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Too scared. So now we forced him. Isn't that right, Big Leb?
Yeah, just after we see the megalodon jump, I'm going out there to jump on it.
He reckons he's seen a megalodon. The sinker's up here! The sinker! Yeah, you gotta grab it! Leb! The sinker! Yeah, the sinker! Oh, hold up. For crying out loud, you gotta put a sinker on it, otherwise it's not gonna go anywhere. This bloke, I tell you what, you couldn't give him one job, could you? How's this bloke a roofer? Don't buy new houses, people. They could be built by this bloke. Caleb did start to get the kayak out, but he actually didn't do it. But I've got a few words for Caleb. Got a few questions for him. Pretty much everyone in the group has taken out the kayak this trip, and we worked really hard to go fishing and get the rods, and by your rewards you got a snapper from one of the boys just getting out your kayak. Why won't you just do the sacrifice now?
Mate, your missus did it.
Look, I've caught my fish, man. I'm happy for the trip. I'm not really bothered if I catch any more or not. But obviously Ruben is, so he needs to keep trying. Because he's caught a durry. That's about it. But other than that, I can sit here, relax and enjoy my holiday, mate. So I'm happy with my catch. Cheers, mate.
If you follow Caleb, Lebs GU on TikTok, this is his car, everyone. I'd like you to just unfollow.
Patrol owners, eh? Can't beat them. Anyways, throughout the trip, there were loads of humpback whales migrating back down south with their calves, and these shots just topped it off.
We're on, mate. I almost gave up. This is the last day. We got a storm coming, and I thought, mate, I have not caught enough fish. I've literally caught 2 dart and some whiting, and that's it. I said I need some edible food. The other boys are resting back at camp. They've given up. Hard work pays off. Let's see if we can get another. Righto, so after a long day, We finally got what we were looking for. So plan is, beer battered Taylor. We've got a couple of chips. We've got burger rolls. We're pretty much ready to go. So first step, on a scaler. Right, so this is a little scaler we've got here. Get all those scales off. I'm gonna fillet him. So you wanna get under the first fin here. Then you just wanna follow the spine. This is the trick. Beautiful. First slab right there. Righto, so because we're battering the fish and the chips, obviously we've got to get a bit of deep fry happening, mate. So we've got the oil here, got the pan. We're going to drop her in like this. We've got the fillets in here. Now what we do have, ingredients. 4X, salt and pepper, flour, and eggs. So what we want to do here, now we're not obviously running off measurements, we're just running off camping measurements, which is just, she'll be right. So a little bit of flour in there. We want a bit of salt in here. So get a bit of pepper in here. After that, we want to get an egg in there. So get that egg cracking in there. Beautiful. We might chuck 2 eggs in there for good luck. Best ingredient for last. A cold 4X. Now, what you want to do, have a sip. Make sure she's good. Beautiful. Once it's all in, all your ingredients, you want to zip lock it so then you can give her a bit of a mix. But you want it like a nice doughy sort of run. Now what I should have done is actually made the batter before putting the fish in, but oh well, chibby. Mix it all. Look at this. You want to get her all in there. Now it doesn't look as appetizing. Look at that. You'd think it looks gross, but trust me, it's got to turn out like your local fish and chip shop. And now look, I know it looks like absolute dog poo, but it's going to turn out miraculous. I'm telling you, it's going to be good. Oh no. Look, we got a hungry.
Oh, you beauty.
Oh, we got a hungry campsite here.
Hey.
Now it's time for the best chicken salt in the world. Oh, blow that. Get this dog on there. Coat him up. Who doesn't love a bit of chicken salt, man? If you don't like chicken salt, you're incest. Righto, so now it's time for the fish in the batter. So they've been absolutely living life in the batter. Now it's going to be a little bit messy, but that's what we want here, folks. You want to drop her in just like that. In they go. Pull them in. Righto, so the fillets are pretty much done now. Let's go check them out. And I'll tell you what, look at that. And that, my friends, is the reason why you do a batter. Listen to this crunch. Mint. Cut the fish up, let's see if they're cooked inside. Look at that. Now you might be wondering, ooh, it looks a bit dark. That's just the skin. Skin gives extra flavour. If you eat fish with skin off, there's questions to be asked. Slap a couple of chips on, mate. Slap your fish on there. You can put more on if you really wanted to, make her a double decker. Slap her on. Bit of mayo. Look at this, mate. That, my friends, is the best fish and chips burger you'll ever see. About 2 hour fresh Taylor. I think that's us done for the night.
Well, that brings us to the end of our Moreton Island trip. I will definitely be coming back here to tackle more fish and bring the tinny. We were unlucky as we came a few weeks too early for the big Taylor season. After chatting to a few locals and other campers on the island, they didn't get much luck either. But nonetheless, we had a ripper time. So we headed back to the eastern side of the island where the Meerkat barge picked us up and took us back to reality. Massive thanks for watching. If you want to see more, crack that subscribe button as there's a heck of a lot more coming.